You are the one creating and setting the tone inside your company. You are the one that creates whatever is the behavior around your company. They mirror you. If you're mad, believe me, guys, you will have employees that are mad. Yeah, it works like this. If you're happy, you will have employees that are happy. Then again, at 20% you know, demotivating people, right? But this is what happens. Okay? Now, I want to talk about the demotivating person. It's a very huge topic because most companies fail, close, they have problems due to the demotivating person in the company. Who is this demotivating person? This person is the one that every time, for example, you have to say something to this kind of person, you always have to think twice. Will he or she be offended because I'm saying this? Should I tell this person this? What will be his reaction about what I'm saying right now? If you have people like this in your life, guys, those are the motivating people for you. Sometimes we face companies, we face owners, and you know what we find out? That the demotivating person is in the family. It could be the wife, the husband. 98% of the times is the mother-in-law, right? Talking bad about you to your wife, or vice versa. But if we don't find that person in our lives, believe you me, we won't be able to go any further. That person will stop you. The purpose of that person is stopping you. She doesn't or he doesn't know why, but this is the purpose of that person. Once you find that, I usually give this example. You know what happens when I put a rotten apple among other apples? They all get rotten. So if I take a person in my company and I put that person among other people, the rest of the people will be affected by that person. So it's mandatory for me to come to your company and first thing first, find the motivated person. Find that toxic person that is not giving you the chance to expand, to become better, to improve. One person can destroy a company. If you go on the internet and you can find Steve Jobs, an interview with Steve Jobs, and he says these words. He says, "What can I say? I hired the wrong person." Not only was he destroying my company, but he was destroying me. One person can destroy your company. And believe me, they exist. 28, they exist. Okay? So when you feel yourself that you're not going well, when you feel yourself that your company is struggling, don't go any further. Find what's going on with your people. And you will find out that among your people, there's one with a black flag. That's the person. One person. The power of one person. Okay? Questions? Where do I live? Nothing, no questions at all? Okay, let's go.
What is the most probable solution for that? Is you, the person who works and manage and change?
Okay. Statistically, is this. As I told you before, 20% of people are demotivated. Because, we grow in an environment where we have a mother and a father, we have teachers, we become demotivating because of our negative experiences. But out of this 20%, let's say that 15% of that people, you can still help them. 5 are the nasty. 4.6% are the nasty. Are the ones that you have to get rid of. Those are the bad ones. Those are really, they are there and with one sole purpose, they're going to destroy you. They start talking bad mouthing about you in the company, about her, and about you, and about her, and about the other one, and they know this, and you got to pay attention because this guy, like, those are the ones making chaos inside the company. 50% can still save them. And we have a protocol to save them. We have something called protocol, and if you follow that, you can save them. And you won't be affected. If they don't change though, after every kind of managing possible, because we still give possibility to people. It's not because you're a demotivating person, I'm going to fire you, right? I still give you a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we want to motivate you. We want to help you to change. Because you know what? Living a life like that, it's really miserable. So I try to help you to be less miserable. So if you want my hand, I give you my hand several times. But as I say, if you still spread my hand with something that is not Nutella, well, then I change. Then I said, okay, well, that, you have that, you go. So, did I answer your question? We can still help. Not everyone is that bad. Sometimes, you know, it happens that in the test I can see that a person is demotivated, but then I find out that that person had a really bad experience, and due to this bad experience, he had a really bad moment, and we can help this person. I saw tests of entrepreneurs. They were all under this line. And after 2 years, they were all up that line. So we can still help them. It depends on the level of demotivation of the person. You understand? Good. But believe me, guys, there are so many tests around. There's a PC 128, there's this, there's that, and probably someone working in this field knows about these tests. But I want to give you this. Our director of OSM Dubai, he was the HR manager for a big company called Aramex. Aramex has 18,000 employees. He was the chief HR manager. So all 18,000 employees were under his control. In June last year, he came to OSM because he heard about OSM, he wanted to experiment it, he wanted to know. And this guy, in 20 years of being the chief HR manager, went through every kind of test you can possibly imagine in this world. He knows them all. Okay? He has 2 degrees in psychology following this test. He is a master of this. He went through this test, and I personally delivered it to him. And he had a motivating behavior. You know what? He recognized himself in that test. So figured I never did something like this in my life. With all my experience, with everything, he went so through that I can say that this is the best test. This is the best test I ever made in my life. So he decided to resign from Aramex, and he opened OSM Dubai. This is what we do with our tests. And I bet that every time I deliver the test to you guys, if I come to you and deliver the test to you, that surely we will do, you will recognize yourself there. You will see that, wow, you got me right there. This is the power of this test. So when we see that a person is really demotivating and we can recognize it, well, then we talk to the owner of the company. I say, no, You can be the best salesman. I can be the best salesman in the world, but if someone works with me and I start killing the guy, I'm not a sales manager. I'm a guy with sales skills, but not with management skills. So here we can recognize the demotivated person. We can take care of this person. We try to help them because we're not animals. I mean, we really try to help them. But again, if they don't want to be helped, then we have to take a decision.